your network is your net worth. And, I've been asking a lot of people about that. What's your thoughts on that? Where you at? What's going on? Yada yada yada. Just trying, just getting some good content out of it, and I've got some really good stuff. So I'll turn it on you, Mr. Travioli. Thoughts on networking? Not only
Huge.
how to. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I was
No, so
thinking. Not only how to, but also what is it kind of done for your life? And I think that's where you were going to start off there. And why is it so huge?
yeah, because so it's definitely huge, man. Networking
Huge,
huge.
huge,
No, it's massive.
huge.
Because you, dude, like, that's one of the first things that I talked about, right? When we started our company, was we were just a few guys that got lucky on some investments and were able to put some funds together to get licensed and get some stuff going. But at the end of the day, you still have to pay for inventory. You still have to be able to, find locations. You have to be able to do things with the city to where people don't realize when you want to get licensed, you got to go into the city to their city council meetings. You got to show face. You got to go in front of the city council and basically preach to why you deserve this license and what you're going to do for the city and the community to help, and why you're just not some dude that's trying to come in and get rich off a pot. A lot of these cities have people do that, and unfortunately some people just pay their way through that. But we weren't in a position to pay city council members. I'm not going to say that people do this, but some people do. We weren't in that position, right? So we contacted our network. We found people that we knew from the city, within the city, people that owned smaller brands back in Prop 215. Man, you wouldn't believe the amount of people that like Rove, Heavy Hitters, Brass Knuckles, all these big brands. They started as a couple of guys in their garage pumping out product. And so if you knew them back then and you worked with them and you had a good working relationship, that was the biggest issue in cannabis, is so many people screwed over so many other people over small shit, like not paying bills, not being able to, like, ripping people off for packs, stupid shit like that. Like someone's going to give them a few packs and they're going to go sell them and they just never pay for them. They ghost the guy. And you just burned a massive bridge, because one day that dude, he might go legal. He might have a huge company based off of everything he's been doing. And since you burned him in the past, he's never going to work with you in the future. So we made a huge point to network back in those times, man. Back in the early Prop 215s, when there was only a few brands out there, we networked our asses off and we made sure never to burn anybody. And so that's how we got to where we're at today. We were able to get a ton of product on the arm to start up our retail. Brands would come in and normally they'd say, all right, yeah, you've got 2 weeks to pay us the bill. We had people that were going 3-4 months when we first opened our doors, and we're like, don't worry about it, man. Get me when you get me. It's relationships like that are going to get you a lot further. And we made sure to always make sure those guys got paid off. It might have taken us a long time in the beginning, but we definitely made sure that we took care of that. And so that's how we were able to get to where we're at today. And I think everything we've been doing with Twitter, same thing. We hopped into spaces early. We got to know everybody. We talked to everybody. We really talked to everybody, to where we made connections to where they remembered us. And if we hopped into a space now, even if we haven't been in there in 4 or 5 months, they're probably still going to remember us. And so that's what you got to do. That's where you want to really be to build up your network.
Cannabis sounds an awful lot like Web3 to me, to tell you the truth. A couple of guys in a garage. That seems to be how it always starts. I've been saying that a lot. I think that was Joey Capitano. I think we're the ones that he said that on this show. We're the ones that are in our garage. We're the literally the Bill Gates in his garage building Microsoft right now, right? Like that's what this is. And it's damn cool to hear that. Like, you buy in early. Look how far cannabis has come now. Like you just talked about, they passed a statewide law that now it's not a fireable offense to piss dirty on THC, which you can't even do that now because it's legal. So it's badass. Like, that's really, really, really badass. And it's just cool to know that buying into things like this. And it also sounds like Web3 to me, burning bridges. a lot of nonsense going on right now, boy. I mean, a lot of fucking nonsense. And I am so blessed and highly favored to have the mindset of number one, you want to play in the fucking sandbox, go over there, bang your rattle on your high chair somewhere else. You ain't got no space to do it around me. Period. You have thick skin, grow the fuck up, or get the fuck out. There ain't no point of having emotions in business and money. And that's what this is at the end of the day. I love everybody, love making connections, doing all that stuff, but like it's time to grow up. This is these are the times when the men are separated from the boys, the ladies are separated from the girls, right? Like that. This is the time that happens. And unfortunately, a lot of people are fucking that up right now. A lot of people are losing that opportunity. But you know, it's very interesting to see what the future will hold with some of that happening. But also at the same time, a lot of people are forming alliances. Shout out the Diamond Hand Media Group. Shout out every project and everybody that's a part of this. For crying out loud, from the Chad and Brads to the Quakas to the Gaks to the Barus, and I could keep going. The Woke Zombies and beyond. It's such a massive community. It's so damn cool, and I truly believe these are the people that are going to be making it, are going to be the ones that are sitting here talking about NFTs and Web3, just like you talked about cannabis and how you invested earlier in the Pop 215 days. So good shit, man. You got anything else on that?
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing, man, with cannabis too. It's really cutthroat, you know, and we've had people where we've had suppliers, we've had people come in as vendors, and you know, we've been working with them for a little while, and they might rub somebody the wrong way in our organization, and it sucks, and emotions will get in the way, but emotions can lose you money, especially in stocks, crypto, things like that. A lot of people preach when they're investing in stocks is you have to leave your emotions at the door, mainly just because you could get in on something, and you know, you let your emotions get the best of you, and you're like, oh shit, this is gonna pump, this is gonna pump, even if you've looked at the TA and you know that, oh my god, this is probably the peak, this is probably where I should be taking profits, this is probably what I need to get out. Your emotions are going to keep you in because you're thinking it's going to go to the moon, and then of course when it doesn't, you're screwed. Definitely don't sacrifice your morals, though. That's a big difference too. Emotions and morals, a lot of people, you've got to remember, stay true to yourself, be yourself, always be you, and regardless of what you're doing, people are going to see that, and they know it's going to take you a lot further.